Walsh. Obviously, a fair few weeks since we were last in action, but it's come around pretty quick, and we're back into it this Friday against the Navy.
Yeah, I guess we've used the last couple of weeks, as a mini pre-season or kind of a mid-season camp. So we gave the boys a couple of days off, a week off to rest after the last of the Prem Cup, and got back in and really been paying a lot of attention to those sort of small details that make up the key parts of our game. So, revisiting parts of the line out, parts of our technique focus over the last couple of days and weeks, and then moving into this week now, it's obviously been back to a bit of a match focus. So getting primed up on our tactical elements, getting our plans and our menus in place. And obviously keeping that focus on what we've worked on the last couple of weeks, and obviously really pleasing to get a couple of bodies back up that have been out for a couple of weeks or months, and get them running nice competitive sessions with realistic game numbers.
Absolutely, yeah. And when we had that break sort of 4 weeks ago, it came at the right time. We just recorded a decent win against Hartbury. We knew that we'd have bodies back after the break. Obviously, like you say, good to have them back as well, and use this, although it's a game that we want to do well in on Friday, but use this as a real springboard into London Scottish.
Yeah, I think that Hartbury week and sort of the 10 days before the game was quite difficult for us. We'd had a couple of very physical encounters back to back against high quality opposition. Squad size was starting to get a little bit strained, bodies were quite sore, so really we sort of nursed ourselves through that week, and ultimately we're very pleased with how the result went in the end, how the performance went, but obviously there was just parts of it we felt we could improve, and we'll look to improve over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, look, this Navy game for us is we're going to give as much game time as we can to as many players as we can, and get guys in key positions that they're likely to be fulfilling in that Scottish game. And really, you talk about momentum a lot, but can we build a little bit of momentum through this 80 minutes on Friday, get guys on the pitch, get the cobwebs blown out in a way, get them off and keep them fresh. And then we've got 5 championship fixtures back to back, a week off and 5 again, so the last block of the season is going to be very attritional, very difficult on the bodies. But look, we always enjoy Friday night at the Mene, and we're hoping that we can get a solid performance together after a bit of sort of rest, recovery and preparation.
Looking at the team selected, obviously we record this interview on Tuesday before Friday's game, things can change, but looking at the training pitch, you see Alex Everett back, you see Buster Rice back out there, a couple of lads that have been in and around the fringes of the squad that will get some game time like you mentioned, and another man as well who's been plying his trade for the AMS is going to get some minutes at the weekend is our analyst Sam Cahill. I know he's been impressing people with his performances for the AMS.
There you go. Yeah, well, we've started off by naming 2 very physical threats, so I hope we've got 3 in Sam. But yeah, look, if you talk about Alex and Buster, the physicality that they add, particularly sort of in their carry, in their maul attack, maul defence, like that adds such a huge dimension to our pack. So to have them back in the running is really pleasing for us, and even just has added such great stimulus to our training, because we've got guys really throwing themselves around, and as I say again, being able to replicate realistic pictures with the number of bodies we have. And look, Sam's raring to go. Yeah, he's been playing away since he got over here, and to be fair to him, has played at a very high level back home before he came over. So I think he'll be well capable, and we'll get plenty of minutes anyway, which is good. Probably to the disdain of Muzz, the AMS coach, but we're just going to overrule him there, and he's going to have to live with that. But look, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing Sam go. We have a very close working relationship here, so it'd be good to see a combination of 3 guys getting onto the pitch there at different stages.
And the Navy as well, obviously, a couple of lads that have been involved with us, Will Wrigglesford, I should say, and Chris Mills, and that history of the partnership between the two is it's a good fixture. It's the 3rd time we've had it now. We expect them to bring a few. It makes for a good occasion, sort of adding to that with the anniversary celebrations we've had, and see some old faces. It should be a good night.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's one of those games where we have the opportunity to try a couple of things. So obviously we've had that like reset and retrain period over the last couple of weeks. It's an opportunity now to try out a couple of combinations, and maybe a couple of guys who haven't had minutes for various injury reasons or selection reasons over the last couple of weeks and months, give them an opportunity to get involved and see how they perform. And obviously as well, it's just to get the engines revved up, because for us really we've got to hit this block running in terms of like Scottish at home and Bedford away the second game. There's some really high quality opposition the next couple of weeks, so it's a really pleasing opportunity for us to get things rolling. And then look, as you say, to sort of tie that up with the anniversary celebration, it's going to be good to get a couple of familiar faces down there, and we're obviously looking forward to welcoming the Navy and seeing Wriggles and Millsy in opposition colours this time. So I'm sure they'll be raring to go and probably giving away some of our insider secrets in camp this week, so we'll have to keep a couple of things up our sleeves. But yeah, look, we're all really tremendously looking forward to the evening, and hope we put together a strong performance.